Oh, welcome back to Highlands Postcards from the Finish Line. My name is Bob Babbitt. With Highlands, it's Stop Your Cramp, Not Your Race. We're also brought to you by Polar, where you want to chase your destiny. Chasing their destiny is a mom and daughter, Lesley Cranshaw and Dorothy Beal. So, Lesley, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Growing up, you were not an athlete.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
Didn't like getting sweaty. Didn't want to run around outside. Was always very happy if I was the last one picked for any sport, because then possibly I didn't have to play. So that was fine.
And so, as you're raising your children, did you get into fitness then? When did it come into your life?
I made sure they always went outside and played, but that was about it. So.
Yeah. So 39 years old is when you found this weird sport of running?
Yeah, I used to walk my youngest daughter to the bus stop, and I thought at 39 I'm just way too young to feel winded. So I just decided to take the dog and the kitchen timer out at night and see if I could.
The kitchen timer?
Yes.
So not like a wristwatch, you just carried a kitchen timer.
Kind of thing. So, and then I ran 3 miles one day without stopping, and it's kind of didn't stop from there. And
now, Dorothy, at that point, did you know that she was getting into this running thing?
I think I was in college when you started doing that, right? Because I don't remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No, she had just, I think,
I was
a
in
freshman.
college.
Yeah.
So no.
So you were, at that point, you were
I was off drinking lots of beer.
You were just enjoying life.
Getting into too much trouble, yeah.
So when did you decide to start running races, Lesley?
A girlfriend of mine at work said, "You like to run? Let's do a marathon out in California." I'm like, "Oh, all right, that sounds like a good idea."
California's always good.
So right.
Yes.
So Dorothy wanted to come just because she wanted to go to California, and she thought I was crazy, absolutely crazy. Doing it.
Which marathon?
Yeah, Rock and Roll San Diego.
That's
a good one.
It was
a good one.
Yeah. So yeah, she thought I was crazy, and
then
very crazy.
Very
I was
crazy.
very annoyed by the sunburn that I got waiting for 5+ hours
It
for
was
her to
over
finish.
5 hours.
Yes,
Yeah.
It was pretty slow.
But did you enjoy it?
After I finished the finish line and sort of the waves of nausea kind of subsided,
yes.
within about 5 minutes, I'm like, well, that's not so bad. I could do it again. So it didn't take but a few minutes to kind of get my juices again and start thinking about I could do another one and do it faster.
And
I was definitely not inspired.
You weren't.
No.
You didn't go buy running shoes or nothing like that.
Why would anyone ever want to run a marathon?
Oh, look at how you're walking funny, Mom.
She made fun of me. She made fun of me.
Yeah, they couldn't walk downstairs or getting down the curb.
And you're dancing around going, I feel great. I didn't do anything.
Can we move it along a little faster here? Yeah.
So when, at that point, you've run one marathon, and you have a goal, you hear about this Boston thing, and decide you want to run Boston. That's a little different from going 5 hours in San Diego.
Yeah, so obviously I knew I had to train a little better, I had to eat a little better. So I just kept on trying, and it took me 7 marathons to do it, because I kept missing it by 2 minutes here or 3 minutes there.
Yes.
And then I just had my breakthrough race, and it's been love ever since.
So what was that first Boston like? Qualifying, getting here.
Qualifying was surreal. It didn't really compute that I had actually done it.
Yes.
I do tell everybody that next to the birth of my children, crossing the finish line of my first Boston is the best feeling you will ever have in your entire life. Because it's just,
look at that.
It brings tears.
I love Boston, but I don't know.
To me, it's just, I have to keep myself from hyperventilating every time I cross that line. I think that's why I keep coming back year after year.
10 times. This is your 10th.
Magical. Yeah.
Wow. And so when did you catch the bug? When did Mom finally get to you?
I graduated from college and was kind of in that post, I don't know what I want to do with my life type thing. And she was like, train for a marathon, it'll change your life. And I mean, I what did I have to lose? But how was training for a marathon going to change my life?
Right.
You know? So, and it did. When I crossed the finish line of that marathon, I was kind of forever changed.
Which one? Which one did you do?
Marine Corps.
Okay, yes.
And yeah, have been hooked ever since.
So then when did you create your hashtag, I run this body and I have a runner's body? And
I started blogging in 2009, and then it just kind of took off and has developed since
its
then.
own little
So yeah.
world.
So I guess 7-8 years. So.
And what has been the best part of all of this? It's sort of nice that you and your mom share something. You
Yeah.
come to events and run. I don't know if you run together or not, but what has been the best part about this whole journey?
I guess just being able to come back to Boston another time. Like, it's just a really special race.
Yes.
You know, the fact that you can't just sign up for it kind of has some special allure. And so you never know if you're going to make it back. And I think the last time I ran it, I was like, is this going to be my last one? You just don't know. So
Sure.
I think it's been really special knowing that I get to come here. And it's also fun that it's her 10th and it'll be my 5th. And so, yeah.
And what's the goal after Boston? You guys have another race planned, or is your whole year sort of revolve around getting back to Boston?
I've signed up for a few races after
Yeah.
Boston. She's obviously got all kinds
I have
of
like a
extra
marathon
ones.
problem where the day before a marathon, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, can I just like not show up tomorrow? This is going to be awful. And when I'm running the race, I'm like, this is your last one. Like, let's not do it.
I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And then about 10 minutes after I finish, I'm like, what race am I going to sign up for next? So that's why this is going to be my 33rd, because I have a problem.
So when is one of your kids going to be running their marathon to keep this generational thing going?
yeah, I mean, I really do hope that happens. I think it's really special.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
But I know that I had to kind of find running on my own. It couldn't really be forced on me.
That's really true.
And so I hope that they find this, but if they don't, they don't.
So did you have ulterior motive when you brought it? Well, of course, when you went to that first marathon, you didn't know you'd like it. So it wasn't like
No,
you
it was
brought...
just one of those, like, oh, that seems like
Let's
a
have
good
a road
idea.
trip.
Why not?
Yeah, let's go road trip.
I was completely clueless as to
Yes.
what I was getting myself into and what I was about to undertake, and so
Did it change your, sort of the social group that you hung out with?
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
Pretty
for
much
both of you?
most of my friends are runners, and if you're not a runner, you just don't get me. Not that I don't have non-running friends,
Right.
but runners are special people. I guess we just
Yeah,
we just think
I
they
don't
are.
really feel like I had like a group that I fit into until I kind of found the running community.
Now you do.
And yeah, it's like my home. Like, I love coming to races because you see so many people from across the country that you don't see unless you're at a race.
Right,
You know?
it's a reunion.
So
It's a
it
family
is,
reunion.
Yeah, so I love it. It just, my husband always says, he's like, I never see you smile larger than when you're at races. So the running community is really awesome.
And so 10th tomorrow,
Yep.
5th tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Hey, thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank
And
you.
what do you, in terms of I love what Highlands has put together.
Yeah,
with,
it's
I
really
think
incredible.
the mix of women has been really, really special. Not just women, but the guys are okay too.
Yeah.
But the mix of women between the two-time Olympian and the people the Harlem program. There's so
Yeah.
much cool stuff happening. Has that been fun for you guys as well?
Yeah, it's really cool to meet a bunch of women that you might not have, crossed paths
Yeah.
with in your everyday life. So that's been awesome. And just kind of seeing all the differences, but at the same time, like, we're all the same.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's been cool.
So, do you still use your timer from the kitchen, or did you end up getting a
No,
watch?
She upgraded.
I upgraded now.
You
so I
didn't
have like an
bungee
actual-
cord
I have
the
an actual
egg timer
watch,
on your
so,
arm. You decided to move up. I love that. Thanks again, ladies.
Thank
Have a
you.
great time
Thank
tomorrow.
you
10 and
very
5.
much.
I love that.
Yep.
Not many mother-daughters can say that.
I don't think so, but we can, so it's fun.
I love it. Thanks, you guys.
Thank
and
you.
that is a wrap from Highlands Postcards from the Finish Line. Stop your cramps, not your race. Also brought to you by Polar, Chase Your Destiny. For all of you running Boston tomorrow, have the best day ever. You're going to love every minute. And when you go through Wellesley, take your time. It's a lot of fun.